What is up, guys? It's my first game back home. The first full game back home. And as I said in kind of my last stream and my last announcement, Mundo has gotten Omega nerfed. And we're looking for a new plus champion. And so naturally, I'm going to try and improve my Chondo gameplay, as I believe that he provides a lot of things that Mundo does. But the contrast is that he has a much stronger laning phase, but I think weaker late game and weaker team fighting. So it's more so like full split push. I'm gonna explain my setup. We're playing against double AP and like another engage support as well. I don't feel like there's many threats for me to flash, and because they have 4 ranged, I went for Ghost to get close, and also they have double AP solo lane, so I want to go Hullbreaker for sure. And because I play against a matchup where he shouldn't be able to punish me that hard, I've also gone for Demolish so I can progress onto plates. I'm just gonna deafen because I want to focus on that. And yeah, past that, guys, I just traveled back home yesterday. Had a good night's sleep. I figured I just want to play a few Chondo games and make a video about it, and then we'll see where we end up. Yeah, well, that's really not so good. They're gonna lose XP, so it's not worth it. Okay, listen to pathing bot. And as Chondo, you always want to try and maximize your early game. I don't get, yeah, what do you say, triggered by those things. Triggered is maybe not the correct word. I want to auto Q her. Don't get aggro too much of the casters. And now I think I'm doing a ghost onto her now. I am the strongest level 1 champion. Zone there from the XP maybe? The casts are not really... Because I proc the... okay, we need to improve on that. And also the early game ghost is really good to try and like snowball the position, right? But I made a big blunder, and that is drawing the aggro from the cast, and as a result, my melees died way faster than hers, and she actually got the XP. I'm gonna do a sec wave crash, which does 2 things. I get to crash the wave, and I think I can maybe look for a plate as early as level 2 because I'm running the Demolish, and Kill can't really stop me. Although she keeps trying to harass me. Actually, I'm not gonna go for that. And it's gonna make the wave bounce back into me, making the kill potentially gankable, although my jungle is pathing bot. I'm gonna ward just for a level 3 gank, right? I can just decide what to do with the wave stage here now. And she only got 5, I got 10. Yeah, that level 1 could have been improved. That I could have zoned her from XP. If she gets one more melee and get level 3, then she didn't lose any XP. Let's see. She gets level 3 from the next melee, she didn't lose any XP. Maybe she lost like 1. Let's see, it's good to track this. Okay, she lost at least 1 melee. So she's not gonna get level 4. Oh, she lost 2 melees. Okay, never mind. I think we did a fine job then. And what's crucial too is that she's not gonna get level 4 on this wave, whereas I will. But I do need to thin out so that I can contest her here. Okay, so I'm gonna thin out the wave. That's why I'm using my W. Feels weird to be back on my own setup again too. I really need to thin out more, because otherwise the wave will simply be too large for me to try and contest. Like, I can't fight her and the wave, right? That's why I need to full focus on thinning out. That's fine. And I need 1 caster after this one to get it, okay? Now I'm gonna let the wave get a little bit close to me. As I said, she will not hit the level 4. I get it from 1 caster. That's the level 4 Tama. And I want to see if we can potentially fight her. Okay. I'm just gonna zone it from the XP otherwise, because I'm level 4. That was a... That pillar is... we don't talk about those. I think now we switch the plan. She's got low... What? What the fuck was that? I mean, I can't punish her that hard anymore now. I do think I still win. No, I don't. Okay, I got so distracted by the situation that happened, but this is like worst case scenario, because she's first of all getting a solo kill onto me, and she's gonna crash the wave. So she gets her for recall without having to teleport. Everything that could have gone wrong kind of went wrong here. Really bad early laning phase. And I don't get my Tiamat, so I can't really look to skip laning phase now once she gets 6. This is gonna be tricky. Okay. It's fine. I think that situation, my PC just randomly froze or something, kind of just distracted me for a little bit, but it's okay. Yeah, she's not gonna teleport, which is very smart by her, honestly. Okay, so she got a solo kill and doesn't have to TP or flash. I think it was also my pillar that went really poor before, but I mean, I have to get used to going from smart Mundo brain like... Oh, wait, what? That's late. Okay, now I get to do proxy. She can't kill me. I hit her. You cannot be serious right now. I don't get to play it, and I think I might just be dead too. She has tier 2 boots. I'm for sure dead. She's losing at least a lot of waves though. As I don't get my Tiamat now. I think I'm gonna go for boots, right? And she's gonna hit level 6. She did lose a lot of XP, but I mean I don't want to talk about it. Not 6 yet. Wow. Okay. We get a chance to play then still. I'm gonna let her actually. No, I'm not gonna let her recall. I'm fairly certain she would recall there. She did lose 2 waves of EXP, right? So even though she got literally 2 solo kills, we're even in EXP. Ahead even. But we need our team out before we can play the game again. We need to hard push this and get our team out. Otherwise, like, at this point, she's level 6. We cannot lane against her anymore. Like, she'll just poke me out and I just bleed to death. Oh. What a game to start it off with. What the fuck am I doing? I want to try and get this to crash. And she gets her 6. Of course. So this is now freeze 2. How do I get out of this spot? I don't think we can. That's why I need my Tiamat for, right? Dragging the next wave. Like, these casters are, of course, the means that don't matter that much. So now we go proxy. And Lee Sin is bolt, so I'm allowed to do it. And there's 2 options. If she stops me, then we just drag the wave down. If she pushes, we're fine. Lee Sin just died, so she's coming to me, right? So I'm gonna pillar her like this. I'm gonna try... Oh, there's a minion that's blocking it. No. So my minions are not walking into her turret now. It's gonna need a bit longer. Okay, I think they walk into the turret. Good. So we've reset this position. Right, I need her to chase me, but there was even a minion that was blocking me. Okay, we're still fine in CS and EXP, and the wave position is fine. Now we've salvaged that. I guess a good showcase of how to get out of some awkward wave state positions. But in terms of gameplay, a lot has been lacking. What the... Okay, my mid lane is 5-0. I think we're completely fine, by the way. And he can always sideline against the kill, and I can go against the mouse. But let's see. We're gonna get Ravenous Hydra ASAP, and then let's see how we adapt from that. But damn, that was a disgusting early game. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. Diana's top. Even just chasing her would be so insane for me. Oh, she's there. I'm not going to interact, by the way. I just want to interact with her turret. Rain, AFK, push style. Let's go. Just the way I like it. Okay, but my team is absolutely smurfing. Like, my mid jungle is so far ahead, so we can just play for grubs here, right? I mean, getting 3 grubs on a champion like Trundle, it's exactly the same as Mundo, right? It's so disgustingly good for your champion. And also, every grub is going to give me a legend haste ability stack. What's this? Alacrity stack. So here, I'm going to go from 7.5 to 9 after each grub died, because it's counted as a big one, you know? We have item lead even now on the kill for the time being, because I got an additional recall in. My pillar placement needs a lot of work. Like, I need to know how to pinch them inside her asshole and not outside. I guess the only thing we can try and do is either attack her mana pool or look to just get into a proxy again. Like, we don't want to lane 1v1 against her. It just feels insufferable. I've fucked up my early game too much. And also, now that I come to think of it, maybe I should have started maxing my W faster. I know Kaguru does that sometimes. I was gonna meet Kaguru in Korea, but because I left 2 weeks earlier, we didn't really have the chance. Also because I was in Seoul and he was in another area. I'm gonna ult here. I full ult in her. With Ghost also. My goal is not to kill her, but to kind of put her in a position where she's not going to be able to punish me anymore, right? I'm going to try and get her ult out. Really good. It's the item lead. That's why I was so strong, right? But my idea was to ult in her, not with the intention of just killing her, but let's say she'd have to recall there, right? She would just have to recall, and I can play for full plates, and she'd lose the full wave. If she just decides to fight me like that, I mean, we kind of flipped it. He has a full eclipse. I'm dead. How much do I need for Ravenous? 1750. We're gonna try and get that. Okay, and we almost get the full wave. We have 1750. I'm chilling, bro. I don't mind that death. We get the plate, we get a solo bolo, and she will still have flash, but now we have our spike. I think this is where I'm gonna play a lot different than Kaguru. I thought about how I want to play Trundle, and I really like Trinity Force because you get movement speed. You can play a lot more for the map. You have a faster turn push. Of course, here, Blade Running King doesn't make sense against 4 range, right? Another option here would be Hullbreaker, but I think I want to go Trinity Force and then Hullbreaker, and this is the build I like the most. But next up is first Boots of Swiftness. Again, it's anti-slow, right? This guy's slow. It gives me movement speed towards their range champion, so all in all, it's very good. Beautiful. We have our Ravenous, so we can start doing this stupid shit. At this point, my goal would be to try and just trade with her. And attack her health pool, and I just regenerate by Ravenous Hydra. And otherwise, I'm just gonna take the plates, also with the Demolish, right? As we mentioned earlier. Okay. That's a good pillar. I bumped her into me as well. These equal health trades are super good for me because I have Ravenous and she doesn't have that privilege. So now she loses a shit ton of health. So do I. But instead of using Wamek and doing it bad, we're gonna use Ravenous Hydritus. I can pillar you in the ass again, by the way. Careful. W. Sustain maxing. She's pulling me down. I was gonna say there might be a Lee Sin. And there is. Like, she was randomly walking down into the river, right? Yeah. Suspicious. Pillar. She has no mana for ult. Goodbye. I'm sucking her. Bye. You releases AD or decreases AD. and goodbye. Game's over. You get a kill with the... I don't think this guy can kill me, but he can kill my wave and then kill me. I mean, that's the thing, right? Trundle actually has so much fighting stats, and there I already have my lethal tempo proc. So, I mean, yeah, I just mech dashing, and then, yeah, that's the difference between, I guess, Trundle and Mundo. You have a lot of fighting power. Plus, this Lee Sin is pretty weak on. Oh, he does have 4 kills. Well, even with our horrible early game, I think we always were still fine with the wave state, especially when I did that one proxy, and that allowed me to get into the reset, and of course, we flipped it around for old timer, and then... Why should she have so much movement? Did she teleport? Okay, actually, we cannot get close. So now I'm just gonna go movement speed maxing. That means Phage, Boots of Swiftness, and then we're just gonna go for Trinity Force. Don't do it. Okay, with this, I think she cannot escape me, by the way. Okay, let's wait for our ult, and then I want to play tier 2. There's no reason to go bot because our bot is still laning bot, so I just want to play for the tier 2, and then we can see what we do afterwards. Again, I'm going to go Hullbreaker after Trinity Force because AP solo lane, and the reason I do this against double AP solo lane is because they usually will struggle killing Hullbreaker minions, right? Kill does have auto attack still, but a champion like Malzahar literally can't deal with that minion, right? So if we ever start against the Malzahar, I can just legit just take everything. And I'm just going to... You're stuck, no? What? How am I can't move past this, but she is. Okay, it's racist. Selective racism. I think I'm too fat. Oh, that's my ghost. There goes my all-in window. And that's a Yumi on him. Let's make a run. Now I'm not sure how to progress, actually. This is a bit tricky, right? Like, we kind of stalemate. What if I just go bot? A smaller stage bot, so I'll push one more wave here minimum. Is she stuck there now? What's happening? I ult. Again, with the idea to put her at 1 HP. And if she doesn't feel safe protecting her turret anymore, then I can just hit it. Like this. Now Rondo. Okay, so we traded ults. My ult is pretty low cooldown. Her should have a lot longer. And she lost all her health, so did I. Now, I don't let my Warlock's passive to heal me. We're just going to sustain from the wave, right? So the idea is to, again, trade, don't die, and then max sustain. Okay, but she has TP. I don't have that shit, so... And we're back to full HP every wave. Okay, she has flash, so I think it's just a herald angle, and then with the herald I'll get this turret, and maybe that one too. Okay, I hope he understands that I want it. He even gives it to me in the gold. That's massive. Could spend the time to get the herald, the rep off, but then I would have to walk there and then back to the wave, so it would cost me like, I don't know, a bit of tempo to try and get there. And also Malzahar is dead now, so I think it's just perfect timing to do it. So we're just gonna spawn this bad boy up. She is level 11 now, so she has a bit more wave options. I kind of don't need him here. Like, what? Okay, he's gonna steal my gold. That sucks. That's fine. I want the Herald to stay alive, because we're gonna drive into mid lane. I think this is the path you take to go mid. And we have to demolish. And enemy team all died in bot lane too. I think we have this too. Well, domain expanded. Same playstyle in the sense that I don't really need kills, right, to get my gold. Ultimately, I do have 3 kills, but I'm 11 CS per minute, and we're just focusing turrets, right? So it's the same game plan idea as Mundo. Main difference is you have mana as opposed to having no mana. I mean, ultimately, they have stark differences, right? But I think this might be, like, I thought about it in the plane ride too. Who am I going to main now after Mundo? And I think I want to try and do Trundle. Now, there is not a single Challenger Trundle player, by the way. There is not a single Challenger Trundle player. And I believe as a Trundle, like, one trick, it is going to be extra... I'm not going to become a one trick, by the way. But it's going to be very, very hard to try and get Challenger playing Trundle. Because your game plan is too linear in the sense that you can, like, your champion has such limited trading options, and your goal is to always split push. So Trundle, like, the lower elo you go, the better Trundle will be. The higher elo you go, the harder it will be. I believe Kaguru is also like a Grandmaster player, right? He's not a Challenger Trundle player. Like, huh? Okay. In the meantime, we're 1 item to 2.5, so we're kind of chilling. Last tier 2 turret. I'm gonna keep playing for my natural resource income sideways into turrets, and will turrets stay in jungle camps. But yeah, honestly, we completely there. But back to what I was talking about earlier, right? Trundle is the strongest level 1 champion, and I always say this. YouTube comments say it too. Trundle Q is like Darius passive because the Trundle Q. I need the Malzahar to get the fuck away from me. Please. He cripped me. Sitting behind me so he can Q me. I'm alive. Malzahar ult though. I'm scared of Malzahar ult. Oh, did they see me? So close, actually. But Diana's here. That's why we lose. Let's say that the main differences between Mundo and Trundle is that Mundo is like top 5 weakest early game top laner. Trundle's top 5 strongest. Now, Mundo is insane late game champion. Trundle isn't that good late game. Very draft dependent. He can be very good late game, but it's harder. Okay, that's second difference. Also, Mundo, very good team fighter, right? Decent split pusher. Trundle, extreme split pusher. Not so good at team fighting. Also will vary depending on your build. Let's say you go play the Rune King. You legit only go side lane, but if you have like more team fighting options, maybe you could join team fights. Yeah, I don't know a single challenger Trundle one trick that plays top lane. I'm not sure if like I am definitely, if I start liking this champion more and more and more, I do want to make it like a dedicated Trundle climb. But let's see. Right now I'm kind of also just testing, right? But I really like the gameplay of Trundle. It feels very similar to Mundo with macro, right? Where you play for your turrets, you play for side waves, you play for jungle camps. You don't really have to play for kills, which I really like. But yeah, there's main differences too. I do feel like Mundo has more win conditions than Trundle, because as Trundle, your win condition is literally split pushing. You sure you want this, buddy? Okay, I think that ult is so insane by the Bard. Holy shit, my Bard's so good. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Hey, my goat. How much attack speed do I have? Holy. This game started off sloppy, and now we don't want to take this, right? So... Oh, I do get the assist. To be fair, I think we can just take these inhibs, because Diana takes this, I take mid, and now we just siege bots as 5. And like, we don't have Baron, so generally speaking, right, you don't want to take the inhibs if you cannot end in the duration of those 5 minutes, right? Like, if you take an inhib, it lasts for 5 minutes, and if you can't end during that duration, that just means that you're losing a wave of farm, in the sense that right now, our waves will always push in, we can farm, they can collect. So if you cannot end for 5 minutes, you basically get no resource income. But I think we're so far ahead that we can just end in 5 minutes, so it's fine, because literally everybody in my team is ahead. Yeah, I mean, we're thread. Holy shit. That Ashe is so useless, actually. They have insane wave clear, but I don't think it's gonna matter. Oh, he was stunned. Yeah, I mean, that's what I was scared of, right? Spartans, guys. I'm anything. Is that enough? That pillar is good, though. Stand in front of me. Thank you. Okay. I'm getting triumph. No. I could maybe sustain with the Bard. Does he have ult? Wait, how did I proc? I procced with my pillar. I procced something. This? Oh, he did have ult. Did I just proc like mandate with my pillar? I saw like 200 damage proc when I pillared. I don't know what it is. I don't know items well enough. What does it do? Yep. Okay. What the f? Why did I not know that? Actually, let's just get out. Let's just get out. Go S5, because right now they're farming legit 3 ways, right? And I don't want to kill to get level 16 for free. This point, by the way, Trundle is useless. Like, I've been in this spot a few times as Trundle. If you know, you know. Here, there's not much you can do besides just hoping that you're gonna end with your team, because now you can't split push anymore, right? Like, you just actually need to end. There's not much else to be done anymore. Late game team fights, Trundle kind of stinks. So yeah, at this point, we just want to end, right? This is the position where, as Mundo, I'll just walk to the base. As Trundle, I'm like, can we please end, bro? Please? So yeah, let's do that. I mean, I legit got 4 fakers on my team. I'm gonna TP here. That is value, okay? You don't get it. You don't get my geniosity. Shut the fuck up. Puppy Bardo. You're about to get fathered by my Bard. No, we can't fight life on this champion. Alright, GG. Ooh, 900. Oh wait, that's Hullbreaker. Do more damage on this. Good! I mean, to be fair, Trundle is already kind of a champion that does well from, like, let's say even position. If your whole team is winning, there's no resistance. I can just take everything. So, but I enjoyed the vibes.
Aren't you just the tiniest thing? Come here, darling. I've got you. Yep, you're safe now.
The game we just played earlier, it was a little bit of a mess. This game, I definitely want to try and improve my early game. I always say this. Trundle Q is like a Darius passive level 1, but let me explain. Darius passive, after hitting for 5 times, grants you 30 AD. When you Q somebody as Trundle, you will gain 20 AD for 5 seconds and the enemy loses 10 attack damage. Now, of course, Gwen is mostly AP catered, right? So it's a bit different, but you basically see that your Q is a Darius passive. So Trundle is the strongest level 1 champion. Plus, I have lethal tempo and an auto attack reset. My goal against Gwen is going to be to zone her from the first 3 minions worth of EXP, and it's like basically the thing that I always try to not let my opponent do to me when I was Mundo, right? So now, as the position of Trundle, I really want to try and do that. He's also playing Ignite and Teleport. Gwen has been reverted. I haven't played against it since. I haven't played it myself either. This is really bad for the Gwen to do, because now she loses her bone plating. She's cooked now. She cannot play with that. Even if she boosts her ward, I'm just going to stand here, so the minions don't aggro onto me, and my goal is to just zone it from the first 3 minions worth of XP. Like, even if she wards this push, it will not make a difference. She cannot start pushing. Like, it's impossible. Okay, the casters have aggroed. I'm just going to step behind her. She can't stat check me. Never. It's impossible for her. Even through her Q, I can just fight her. She cannot win. She can't win. I have Darius passive, bro, Matt. That's the thing, guys. That is the thing. And this time we did it. And your opponents, I mean, they have to make a choice, right? What does the Gwen do here might be your answer. Honestly, I think she has to go east side and come from like a surprise angle. Like, come from here or come from bot side or something like this. Like, when I'm holding my position like this, there's almost nothing she can do, right? So you have to master this early game. Having the confidence, of course, in your early game strength too. And now, after that, I think I just want to set up a third wave crash, set up a reset, and then play from there. Also, 850 is Tiamat. So I want to try and secure that. Cannon Wave will grant me about 200 gold. I don't need to fight her here, but of course, if she makes like a very big mistake here, I could look to all in her. Because I'm going to get my level 3. Okay, she's going to step away, so I'm just going to push the wave. And then, after getting it to crash, I could go for the next wave or go for a plate, because she's only level 1 with no ignite. This time I need to make sure I hit the turret, but I have no demolish. Never mind, I forgot. I'm not playing with demolish. I'm playing with second wind and overgrowth. So I'm just going to try and go for the 3 melees, which will do 2 things. First things first, it will give me my gold for my Tiamat, right? And actually, let me go for the casters. I think they're easier. But also, if the Gwen chases me, which I think she's going to do, this wave is going to crash into the turret because I leave at 3 minutes. So now, the wave will bounce back into me. I get it for reset. Okay, she's not going to jump over. I get it for reset. I get my Tiamat. The wave crashes, so I lose 0 XP. I might lose the plate though. That's unfortunate, but small price to pay for greatness. We get our Tiamat here. We will not have to teleport. Oh, the plate stays alive too. Oh, I mean, it's just perfection. I know this is called the Kaguru special, but I was already doing this trick on Riven as well. But it's especially good on Trundle because I'm a champion without AoE pre-Tiamat. She just hit her level 4, but I have lost 0 XP. I've legit lost nothing. I've lost nothing by doing this, right? And the plate is... I even didn't lose a last hit. I mean, it's literally perfect game. You cannot get a better early game than this. I don't talk about that one, bro. That's what you want to do as Trundle, right? You really want to try and push your position in the early game and make use of your early game strength. And now we're just going to full eco into a Ravenous Hydra. And one thing I notice here is that they have AP Alois, and then they have 2 AD champions, this and this, and an AP soul lane as well. So what I want to do... Actually, wait a second. Maybe I can trade with the Gwen once she comes back to lane here. You have to optimize this here. Waiting for her to E before I use mine. Oh. Get off me, bitch. You're ugly. Okay. What I was going to say is that they have AP. So we can go for like... They're going to keep chasing me? Okay, this walked into the turret. Very good. I'm going to not lose the XP here. Is go for like a Maul. Or a Spirit Visage, or a Wit's End. Like, I need to go for some heavy magic resist options because we're playing against double AP solo laner. Level 6... I don't think I'll get it on the next wave, actually. I need to wait for her to E before I use mine, right? I got my Q ready. I have my 20 AD. She's not trading. I want to try and Q a minion, and then if she trades with me, I already have my Q1 done, right? There we go. I think she's dead. Oh, the bone plating might save her. Oh, what? The auto went through. I cancelled it. I clicked it away, but still went through. Ah, this champ is disgusting, honestly. She also picked Gwen into me, by the way. And I think this matchup can become really hard for me after level 6 when she has ult and ignite. But she cannot navigate the early game. She cannot navigate the early game, man. Okay, this is going to be the second plate. And I think... I'm not going to proxy the next wave because I have no mana. If Talon shows up, I'm dead. Okay, he's bot. I could have gone for it, I suppose, but I'd rather not take the risk. I could buy this, honestly, and start, like, running her down. If she doesn't have boots, this might be the option. She does not have boots. I delay my Ravenous Hydra, but I think here this is fine. Now, I have so much movement speed, she cannot run away from me. Like, I can just gap close whenever I want to. Look at my stats, right? I'm going to have, what? 4 or 5 movement speed. How does she play? You want the cannon? I didn't think. What? What happened? I got the cannon. I got the cannon. That is not a -1, by the way. Tar, if you do something weird, I know I don't know where you live, but well, I kind of do actually. I think I don't know what that is. By the way, is that some weird ass Vanguard shit? Like I'm just gotten back on my old PC, but that is not nice. She gonna get 6, or she might 6 and ignite, and I'm dead. We still have to be cautious, right? Yeah, okay. The thing is, I will stay ahead to the Gwen so long as I don't make a giant blunder, in the sense that I'm already 30 CS up, 2 plates and 2 kills. So I will stay ahead so long as I just don't make giant blunders, right? I want to gradually expand my lead because the rest of my team is they're doing alright. We do have a lot of wave clear with the Falco, so that's nice. I'm gonna get it like that. And now I think I can just step into her face and there's not much she can do against it. Like, all these last hits are so hard for her to contest because of my movement speed. I can just walk into her and she cannot escape, and I win the extended fight. If Gwen moves, we just push. She has bone blading again, so... Okay, well, that didn't work. Okay, I don't think I can dive her. I don't know my limits too well, so... I'm just gonna go for the blade, proxy reset. You could maybe think... I'm actually not sure if I can go for that. Because she has ult and ignite. I'm a little bit scared. Okay, but the thing is, by getting this this plate and the proxy, right? You might be saying, Alois, aren't you just not doing anything like this? Like, how would you expand your lead from this? The thing is, actually, I'm gonna stay here and just cycle this. Well, let's say I would have recalled right now, right? She has these items, I get another 1,000 gold spent, and that is my way of expanding. But actually, because I'm Chondo, I'm able to do this as well. I'm gonna take the aggro from the next wave too. I don't mind if they see this. And then I just get both. So here, right? I just got a wave, I got a plate, and I got a jungle camp. And what did the Gwen get? Only the wave. Now I'm gonna set up my recall, and Gwen cannot match this recall because by the time that I'm recalling and I'm in base, she's still gonna be starting to collect this wave, and that is how I expand my lead. So the thing is, I don't have to expand it here by killing her. I just get it by getting the turret plates, waves, and then setting up my reset. If Gwen decides to not recall right now, look at the item difference, right? I just came back with another 1.4k gold something. So she has to recall, and because she recalls, I might get another plate, and then I cycle the proxy. So I'm continuously expanding my lead by playing, I guess, through tempo. Like, she's continuously one decision behind. Now, if she decides to say, look at her items, right? She's only spent 700 gold now. She's sitting on, like, arguably 1k gold-ish, maybe. She needs to recall. If she doesn't recall, I can just pretty much do whatever I want, and she cannot do anything against it. Okay. Cancelled Alto. I didn't have Tiamat. I played it as bad as possible. Like, I hate myself from that. I cancelled my Alto and I thought I had Tiamat and I didn't have... Well, it's fine. She lives. She shouldn't. Okay, but Talon's bot. I have tier 2 boots, bro. Yeah, but the thing is, right, as I was talking about earlier, because I got that proxy, her decision should have been to recall, by the way. She decided to stay. Also, if you're curious about the elo I'm playing, this elo should be like, it's low masters, I think some diamond 1 players in here as well. But yeah, her best play would have been to reset. Okay, she's gonna stay. I think that guy, if she doesn't recall, I want to TP here because there's 5 free plates to grab. I kind of want to... Oh, wait, I don't even have TP. Never mind. I still want to go for the Trinity Force. Actually, no, I don't think I want to do that. I think I'm just going to go for this, no? I mean, the magic resist is omega valuable here. That's the thing. I feel like Kaguru here would go Blade Rune King. But if I go Blade Rune King, how am I gonna ever side lane against the Orianna later on? Right? I'm gonna have to side lane against Orianna or Gwen. And if I go Blade Rune King, yes, it helps against the Gwen and Talon, but it doesn't help against this Orianna. Whereas Trinity Force would do good against both, and I get more turret pushing potential. So, me personally, I'm a big fan of just going for the Trinity Force, and then either Hullbreaker, or Wit's End, or maybe Spirit Visage, or damn Blade Rune King. Let's see. Dragon, we have the grubs. I think I just want to start getting this turret now, and honestly, I'll play for the tier 2 already too. Like, I can't go and get plates elsewhere, but it's fine. Talon didn't react to this bot lane gank though, so I'm gonna play as if the Talon is top. Because 1 + 1 = 2, and if Talon doesn't gank bot, he must be top. Look, this golem camp is missing, see? Smart. If she's gonna go for my wave, I can just kill her. I gotta play a little bit slow with my mana, right? That's why I'm only using Qs on the wave. Yeah, she's gonna go for my wave. Oh, she just eat for it. You know what that means? I'm here a little bit. Are we ult in the wave? Are we for real? Honestly? Give me that shit. But man, stay. The only way that she gets back in the game is if I make mistakes like this. And why did I do it? To just suspect. Because if I had just waited for this wave, I would have gone back to full HP with Riven's Hydra. I would 2v1 them, I would get the food turret, and I would maybe get the tier 2 as well. Plus, I would get the number of her sister and the number of her... Also, I gave her 600 gold shutdown. That's bad, by the way. Let's just get this food turret. I think she's gonna have her Nash's Tooth now. So, I mean... yeah, those are precisely the mistakes that you should be avoiding. We're 10 assists per minute. And again, we're going to play for the game plan of sideways into turrets, into turret jungle camps. Trundle is amazing at farming jungle camps. The only thing that you have to manage a little bit more accordingly is your mana. So just don't waste your pillar too often, right? That's your highest mana cost. And then you're going to be fine. But even here, right? I'm not going to use my mana besides Qs. Then when I'm going to hit the turret, I want to utilize my W2. Let's check her items when she gets back, because I think she's going to have her Nashers. She has Nashers. Wait, she does kill me. I thought I was just like shut the fuck back together. When you learn a new champion, like me, you have to go through these growing pains of like learning how strong your champion is and like how strong your champion isn't. Does that make any sense, what I just said? Not really. I just have to play in turns, I think. Like, I can't just directly stat check her in the face, also without my ult. But she's level 11, I'm level 11. I'm still super far ahead in gold, but I've definitely closed the gap. I'm gonna wait with using my W then, no? With my flash, I think she's just dead. She just eat for it too. What the f? You're so greedy, bro. I think she's still dead. No, because I W too early. She saw me coming. I think I can maybe flash and use everything there and I might kill her, but if Talon is there, I die again, my game would be doomed. So let's make sure we don't int again. Like, now we're just gonna play the natural resource strategy, okay? So we're, I think, like 9 assists per minute. Let's go to like 12 assists per minute. Yes, Trundle can do that shit. No, he cannot. What the fuck? Okay, how do I expand actually? Because I've already got top tier 1, top tier 2. I might just have to play for this thing again. I'm gonna play for these camps in the meantime. Udyr is invading their bot side. I'm gonna take our bot side. Bot side rather. Okay, Gwen sales was one item. I'm very close to my second. Then I'm just gonna take these waves. Sorry, these camps whilst the wave is pushing back into me. And it would be extremely nice to get this because then I can play for the bot tier 2. Okay. I'm not into my jungler necessarily with this, by the way. Well, actually, maybe a little bit. But we're also going to be playing for the Herald as a result. Talon can take it now, which is a legit, like, good decision in that sense. Okay, I'm just finding a good guess. Like, no, but unironically, it's not bad to do it. There was, like, nothing else for me to do on the map as well. It's going to be a bit tricky for me to sidle against Orianna because she has phase rush, so she can always escape from my shit. I do want this, but we do kind of have to use it for mid-tier 1 potentially as well. And also, we have to first get it. Talon's 2 items. Gwen is not moving yet, though. I think we just have it. Please. Thank you. Okay, botline died. I have TP in 20. I think we just push our top wave all the way here, and then Gwen has to collect there. That's going to give me tempo because she's collecting and I move bot. Potentially with my TP if the Orianna stays and like TP behind her, but let's see. Okay, one more wave. I just hope I don't die on this wave. It's a bit greedy. Okay. Now we're gonna recall, and I'm gonna go into bot before the Zed moves there, so that I'm gonna be there first. I've definitely given up my lead a little bit. Okay, she's looking to like go for the next wave with her posture, right? Now I have to use my pillar after she's proc phase rush. That's the tricky part because her phase rush gives her slow resistance. So I'm gonna wait for her to proc phase rush. Never mind. I just McDookie her. McDookie? That's a new one. I mean, she's 3-1. But she did not respect my authority of side lane. I am CEO of side lane. You're my pet by default. Now 2 people are mid and Gwen is top. Why is Gwen top? Because remember, before we moved, I said I push out top all the way that she's forced to collect. And now by the time that she reaches my tier 1, I'm going to reach her tier 2. And that is what I meant with pushing out the side wave first to gain tempo from the side wave. Then we caught the Orianna overstepping. In the meantime, we've get it up to 11 CS per minute. And we're doing a good job. Is Gwen gonna go for my tier 2? I could have just got them for that, right? Should have. Orianna might overstep here again, but she's gonna have Seraphs too. Seraphs and phase rush, that's like really hard to sideline against, honestly. And also my job is to avoid Orianna. I want to sideline to Gwen, so I just need to make sure that I can stat check this Gwen. Should I go Maul or Withstand? I don't even know. Spirit Visage. I feel like every magic resist item is good on Trundle. I don't even know which one is like optimal. The thing is, Spirit Visage only gives me defensive stats, not aggressive stats. Whereas Withstand gives me tenacity and of course the magic resist too, and attack speed. So it gives me combat stats. And Maul just preserves me against burst mostly. I think right now I should go Maul. But maybe I'm incorrect. And I already have Trinity Force. Yeah, I think I like the Maw option the most. It's gonna give me so much set check potential. There's no camps. The blue buff is spawning, but I don't think I can play for that. I mean, we've gotten all tier 2 turrets on the map, so we're also kind of in a stalemate position and forced to play for tier 3s or team fights. Smaller is moving here. I almost killed him. Yeah, I just walked into blind once I have my item and there was nothing to play for, plus these things are spawning. At least I decided to like... That was a split-second decision. The second they jumped onto me, I did instantly focus that jungler, because if that jungler is 1 HP, they can still play for these neutrals, right? Okay, I'm gonna go for this. Although, should I even? I'm so unsure about my item here. No, I will try Maul. I'll try Maul and just see how I feel. But I feel like with Maul, this Gwen can never walk onto me. Like, never, right? I'm too tanky. And this fight is gonna go over a lot. Like, yeah, I think I'm just gonna TP here. It's a weird play, but the thing is, it's not only the dragon, right? Atakan is after. So I'm gonna ping my team to do Atakan. And because I'm pressuring top side, right? They have to defend against both. Smolder is gonna come here, but he's 1-6. So I'm just gonna, like, destroy him. You don't want this small, like, I promise you don't want this. Actually, I want you to test it. That's the theory here. Enemy team is under so much mental pressure by this as well. Did he? Did you just say did he? Nice one. Do I just end? That's also Trundle, I guess. I have 1 wave. In fact, I have 3 minions. Yeah, nothing wrong here, actually, right, games? Hey, that feels fucking amazing. Yeah, I mean, they have 4 people both to fight for the 3rd dragon and Atakan, which they have to go for. I then kill the smolder that can never hold me, and then their game is cooked. GG's, Solo Gaming. I like it. It's good. Get out of here!